My name is Erik Vergemert. I work at Marel, and Marel is a global leader in the way food is being processed. We do that by providing services, software, systems, solutions to our customers. But the origin is mainly in manufacturing, manufacturing machinery, which is still one of our core competences. My team consists of two application specialists and two architects. So basically a team of 4 people. We call it the Application Integration and Automation team. Four persons is not a lot, and if you look at the ambitions of Marel, we need to scale up. Marel wants to grow, so that also implies acquisitions, but also organic growth, and both will need more automation. I think there's so much waste. Waste of time, waste of resources, waste of money, where automation can be of value. So what we were using is SAP as a PPO. Besides its end of life, it's also more cumbersome. It's more technical, and it's creating point-to-point interfaces. Because it's quite complex, it's often slowing down delivery. Often we were considered a bottleneck when building a recipe. And it still offers automation capabilities, but especially with all the applications in Marel that we are using and are going more and more to the cloud, we realized that we had to make a decision now and go for a modern architecture that enables us to do more with automation. Workato was not on our initial list, but in the second round we decided to have a session with Workato as well, knowing it's one of the parties in the upper right quadrant of Gartner, and we had a very good session. We noticed Workato was very eager to make a success of our journey, our automation journey. And we are now together almost 1.5 years, but we still experience that every day, every week. Great cooperation. If we have issues, you're always there to help. You're open to discussions on how to improve the platform. The recipes that we have, for example, the material master data, we enable good quality data to be synchronized throughout the IT landscape, near real time. So that implies that if you fix something in your source and improve the data quality, it's ready for everybody in Marel, including those engineers that need to use that data in their day-to-day job. For example, sales could be that if you have a person ordering a spare part, and it needs to be the right spare part to make sure it fits for the solution as installed at our customer. So if we can ensure that it's much easier for our customer to buy the right spare part, then that would be a lot of help for our customer. Otherwise, there would be an additional delivery, or they need to send it back, or they get not the right quality. And that's where knowing that your master data is up to date and synchronized makes a big difference. The example I gave was for the customer, but it also applies to our suppliers. So our suppliers deliver parts or even sub-assemblies. And also there, if it's not, if they don't get the right information at the right time, then it's either waste of time or waste of money. We use Workato mainly for our enterprise applications and to integrate those. Although we also link it to our low-code and no-code platforms, and even have some handshakes with the RPA. But I think it's one of our next steps to look into, to bring low code, no code, RPA and automation much closer together, to bring those technologies together, to bring the people closer together, so that when we get an automation request from business, that we are also able to use the right and select the right tool, especially if it's reusable. So reusable recipes and focusing on our future landscape, then it's well, almost no question, and we will use our Workato platform. But we do have legacy applications, also legacy applications on premise that might be hard to connect to or to invest in, and in those cases we might we sometimes use RPA to get it fixed and to help the business even in their legacy applications. If you look at where we were coming from, we were using SAP as a PPO, and it can do automation. But what we do see with Workato, we can do much more. We aim to do predictive services, so to be ahead of it. So instead of waiting a part to how do you call it, to fail, to break, be ahead of that, and inform our customer that it's time to replace it. Of course, such a if we have such a notification, an event happening at our customer, that could very well also trigger an automated order. So instead of seeing the alert and call Marel, no, the alert just triggers an automation that orders the part, and via our distribution network, it will be delivered to the customer.